control it, do not miss your chance to cop this. Will you capture it, or just let it slip? Oh shit, I wanna be him, cause my rap is tight. No really, they just give a fuck that I ain't black, I'm white. I'm not anyone else, man, I'm one of a kind. So sit back, relax, and listen one more time. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch to top it. And I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch to top it. I love the girls that fuck with my music, getting referrals from the girls, love to booze it, party and lose it, that's the life I'm choosing, not losing, that's my 2 cents, so use it. You know I'm back, as a matter of fact, I'm better than ever, never been better, I know that, I wrote that, sipping on some coke and no jack, could stare and bitch, and take a pic, Kodak, I threaten the game, cause money and fame, they don't affect my brain, it's fucking all the same, I'm sick of hearing about these Insta names with Insta fame, take a pic, sick, you're lame, a quick fix to shame, you lick dick for fame, a thick chick is lame, a chick picked to lame, I think I've gone insane, I think I've lost my brain, and honestly, I'm a motherfucking novelty, I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch to top it. And I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clock to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch to top it.
You know how fast you were going?
What? How fast were you going?
I don't know. 10?
8.
Be advised, this is an explicit podcast. If you're easily offended, get your panties twisted into a knot. Leave now. Run in your safe space. Get your little cloth for your tears. All the opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and his guest and do not reflect the opinions of any local or government agency. Welcome, Motor Cop Chronicles podcast. I'm your host, Iceman. Yes, an extra one. Got so much crime going on in Louisiana. Figured, why the hell not? And also, it has been raining on and off. So, like I said, unable to get out there and write tickets like I want to. So, might as well come on here and throw some extra out. Housekeeping, go like, review, hit the bells, notification stuff, share it with your friends, share it with your frenemy, help spread the word, get us on out there. I appreciate it. Also, you can go sign up for the Motor Cop Clubhouse. The Clubhouse is 2 separate words. It's a free private group Facebook page we have. You have to answer 3 questions. You answer them correctly, I'll approve you and let you in. That's free. I did start a Patreon page. Right now there is some pictures and one extra episode in there. There's 3 tiers. It's the first tier is $3 a month. We call that the hang around tier. You get a shout out at the end of every midweek news. Every Wednesday at the end of the midweek news. The second one's $6 a month. We call it Prospect. You get your choice. You get a pick. You get a phone call from one of us, me, Freebird, Holstera, or a box, whoever you choose. You'll get a bracelet, armband sent to you in the mail also, and you will get a shout out at the beginning of the midweek news. And for all you rich people out there, for $10 a month, it's called to be a crew member. You get the armband. You get your choice of a phone call or a Skype call from whoever you want to out of the crew. You also get to pick out a coffee mug, a crew member coffee mug, which I have pictures of those up. Pictures of those up on the Patreon. Also, you get to pick. There's 3 of them. You get to pick one. I'll send it out to you. Those are not for sale, so you have to be a crew member to get it. And you also get the choice. You don't have to if you don't want to, but you can get the choice of co-hosting a midweek news episode with us also. And you get, if you're a crew member, you'll get shouted out on every episode we put out. Extra ones, regular ones, Sundays. Every episode I put out, you will get shouted out. So I always say we're going to charge people to listen to me. I'm just putting out extra stuff. The more I do, the more expensive it's getting. It's my hobby, and I enjoy doing it. They have a little, maybe if anybody wants the extra and wants to join, I'd appreciate it. It helps me pay the bills, because it's not free what I'm doing. So, but anyway, like I said, it's up to you. If you don't. I'm still going to put regular episodes out. I'm just going to, like, the episode that's out right now is some stuff that I'm not going to talk about out here. So if you join it and listen, you'll see why. So also some pictures and stuff. So let's get into it. We got all kind of Louisiana stories, of course. So we're going to start out with the first few we had. Don't have no pictures, nothing. This just happened. Like, while I was setting everything up. Because, Louisiana, the old dirty South, is such a boring place, right? We had a pursuit. There was a car pursuit that ended in a crash on I-12 in Livingston Parish. There's not a whole lot on it. Said multiple law enforcement officers chased after a wanted man in Livingston Parish Tuesday. The crash ended along Interstate 12. Investigators said the man is a fugitive with outstanding warrants. Didn't say what type of warrants. Says he was spotted at a fast food restaurant in Livingston Parish. Officers tried to take him into custody, but he sped away. As the pursuit made its way down I-12 westbound, the suspect crashed into the back of another civilian's vehicle near the Frost exit. From what I understand, I don't know if it's cleared up, but the traffic was backed up for 7 miles. So if you're stuck in that, be patient. But I believe they got the bad guy in custody. Says it's a developing story. Like I said, that one just happened. Just happened like while I was setting it up within the last 30, 40 minutes. Next, we had, this happened on, what's today, the 6th? This happened yesterday. They had an arrest warrant was issued for a 27-year-old woman after she, our favorite word, allegedly, which is actually on the back of this shirt I got on. She allegedly fired a gun inside her boyfriend's apartment and continued shooting when she got into her car. So it sounds like she was like pop, 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 shooting at him, got in her car, decided to throw a few more rounds through the wall, I guess. There's no telling. I'm willing to bet. This motherfucker did not put the toilet seat down. She sat and pissed and had enough of it. Didn't pick it up, put it down, whatever. She sat and pissed or water. And man, please put the toilet seats down. Stop peeing on a seat. These women get mad when we pee on a seat. Not saying this is why she got mad. He might have been hitting some other extra hoochie coo or something like that. I don't know. But she shot at him. This happened in Baton Rouge off Sherwood Forest. A witness told WBRZ that she called 911 and a man was shot. The bullet was in his leg and he was bleeding. Usually when the bullet goes in you, you bleed. Most of the time. Okay. They told me to run inside and get a towel and put pressure on it until the ambulance arrived. The witness recalled seeing the woman leaving in such a frenzy she was firing a weapon. She was shooting through the car. I guess she shot through her own windows or something. They said they issued the arrest warrant for 27-year-old Brianna Thompson. She's accused of attempted first-degree murder, assault by drive-by, illegal use of a weapon, and aggravated criminal damage to property. The arrest documents showed the man who was the guy that actually got shot was not the ex-boyfriend or the boyfriend. This was just some guy that was walking down the sidewalk, minding his own business, and he got shot in the leg. These bad guys really need to take some range time. Y'all need to go to that new Range USA down there off the interstate by Millerville, I see, in Baton Rouge, and do some range time. She fired one shot from inside the apartment. She then reloaded. She loaded her belongings in the vehicle and fired multiple shots from the driver's side of the window, striking it several times. Of course, this is like a domestic violence situation. I'm not going to get into all the other stuff. You can call 225-389-3001 if you are a victim of domestic violence. 24 hours a day if you are in the Baton Rouge area. I don't know what this guy did. He didn't get shot. Poor guy walking down the sidewalk saying, "Damn, that bitch crazy." Pow! Right in the leg. Right in the leg. Thank God he didn't get killed. Hopefully he will recover from his leg wound, because Miss Brianna is going to go to jail, most likely. Not unless this ding-dong actually says, "Oh, I still love you. I'm sorry." And she's like, "I love you too. I promise I'll never shoot at you again, honey. It was an accident. Stop hiding your phone from me. Why every time your phone goes off, you don't let me see who's on it? Because he's cheating on you, that's why." So, innocent bystander or guy shot. Let's see where we at. We got this. All right, we got another car chase. This is funny because he was like in some kind of like little crappy car too. This man was arrested after stealing a vehicle and leading police on a short chase along I-10. He was like in one of these little Chevy toaster ovens or something. It's in state police arrested the driver after a short pursuit involving this stolen vehicle along I-10. This happened this morning. They said David Keys, 23 years old, was driving the stolen vehicle and taken into custody. Police were searching for the stolen vehicle when the pursuit started. They arrested Keys near the Bluff Road overpass. They say Keys had a warrant for his arrest in Mississippi also. What's up, Kevin? We're talking about a whole bunch of Louisiana crime because, believe it or not, Louisiana's got a shitload of crime in it. This guy's facing charges of theft of a motor vehicle and resisting an officer. Just an idiot. And the car he stole looks like it, you could buy one new for like $8,000. It was just one of these little bitty toaster oven cars because he's just fucking stupid. I don't know what he thinks. I think it's got like 2.5 hamster power engine in it. I don't know where he thought he was going to run in this little hamster driven car. Do have a picture on this next one right here. This fella right here, right there. Oh yeah, I watched your show earlier today. I was enjoying it. I got some work I had to go do, so I wasn't able to watch all of it. But every time I see you on there, I jump on. Y'all doing great work. Y'all need to go check out Kevin Allen's show. Go follow him and stuff like that. Good conservative and everything like that. Y'all puts out a lot of good information. This guy right here, he looks all innocent and shit, right? Right? Nope. This dude he'll shoot you. He sure will. And it's happened out of Hammond. They are searching for him, and they believe that he is armed and dangerous after he fled from an early morning shooting that injured one person. This happened, I believe, today or yesterday. The Tangier Post Sheriff's Office reported they're searching for Mr. Olivan Molana, I believe. And I guess that's how you say his name. You know, I'm not good with these last names. He shot somebody on Thomas and Drive in Hammond shortly before 1 a.m. Monday morning. He allegedly, we love allegedly, right? Our favorite word. He allegedly fired shots and critically injured one person. He was last seen on West Yellow Water Road wearing an orange suit and blue jeans. I don't know. Was he preparing to go to prison, so he was already dressed in orange? Not sure. He went with information, if anybody knows him. No, nobody knows him. Call TPSO at 985-345-6150. If you see him, don't approach him by yourself. Even though he looks all innocent, he will shoot you. We got him, criminal. Better hope that guy don't die. Gonna go to jail for murder. Yep. He'll learn how to be a better criminal in prison. So that's how that happened. So stay away from that fella right there. Next, we're going over to LSU. This guy right here, he's not real smart either. This fella right here, right there, not smart. He's being investigated because he allegedly, because everybody is innocent until proven guilty, right? Innocent until proven guilty. It's him right there. The LSU police are investigating him for allegedly raping a woman or another student on campus apartment over this weekend. He allegedly raped someone on his on-campus apartment over the weekend. He's on 19-year-old Daniel Creasy. Was accused of forcing himself on a girl at his apartment in Oxbow Hall, part of Nicholson Gateway apartment. The victim alerted campus police after she says Creasy groped and kissed her without consent before sitting on her chest, forcing her to perform oral sex. The fuck's wrong with you, dude? Really? All these women out here, and you're gonna physically force some woman to do this to you. But I don't believe, we already know, you're taught rape is not about, most of the time rape is not about the sex. It's about the control and the power over someone. So this boy actually must have some kind of issues. Yes, I said boy because he's 19 years old. He's a boy. I feel like that's crazy, especially since it's so close. These buildings are supposed to be pretty secure. You have to swipe 3 times to get in. A junior at LSU that lives in the same apartment complex. Within 2 weeks after school started, campus police have investigated 3 incidents on campus. A shooting on the 19th of August. 2 others were determined either not as severe as first reported, that no crime occurred. According to, we've had other reports saying, I think they closed campus or on campus. They had another rape, I think a robbery and stuff like that. What's up, Aaron? And then LSU's like, oh, no. Well, let's talk about that a second. These schools, any schools, especially colleges, high schools, any of them, these colleges stuff, of course they're going to say, oh, no, that didn't quite happen the way it is. Because the more crime that gets reported and stuff like that, are people really going to want to send their children to your school if you got a high percentage of people being raped on campus or getting robbed or murdered? No, they're not going to do it. So, yeah, they try to smooth it over as much as they can because they don't want that kind of stats on their stuff. The same thing with high school. Schools, they don't want to bust these kids that much, for smoking and suspend them or doing this and doing that, because then it shows up on the school's records and it don't make the school look so great. So if I was a parent, I'm a parent, but if I have a kid that's getting ready to go to college, especially first, I go check it out a little bit. I mean, look at this kid. He's 19. He's a kid. He's still a boy. And I don't know. I don't understand why he's got an earring in his nose. What the fuck? Look right there. I mean, why the fuck would you do that? But anyway, he's a kid. I mean, now if he gets convicted, I'm not saying the man actually did it, but mean, come on, dude. You sit on her chest or whatever. If he did do it, this dude just fucked his entire life up. Over what? Over what? All you young men who start thinking, no means no. You can be in the middle of it. If you are in the middle of doing a hoochie coo with some woman, girl, or whatever, and she says no, stop, your fucking ass better stop right then and there, because she just said no, stop. And if you don't, you can get charged with rape. Don't matter if you already in the act. Oh, we were getting on you. Yeah, but when she says that, it turns a whole different ball game. So you better pay attention. Be able to control yourself and listen. And if she says it, you better stop. You better stop. You be a convicted sex offender the rest of your freaking life. And if they're not old enough, you better check them IDs. If they're not old enough, you better not do it either, because that shit will get you locked up for a long time too, also, as a rapist. Now we're going east a little bit to the New Orleans area. This is in Kenner, Louisiana. They have one dead after a shooting outside of a convenience store early Sunday morning. I'm sure it was a bunch of people going to church. Had a little disagreement and just decided to shoot each other. What the hell, you know? I mean, shit. Yeah, we're going to church. Oh, what? Pow! I'm sure it didn't happen like that. It says a man was shot multiple times and killed outside of a Kenner convenience store at a stop and rob. Now, you know what we call them, stop and rob. The Kenner Police Department told the news that the shooting happened outside of the convenience store on Loyola Drive around 4 a.m. in the morning. Police said Alejandro Cortez, 43, was shot multiple times outside of the store. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. They have not released any information on a suspect. It's a good chance they don't know who the suspect may be. The guy's dead. This man at that age, 43, sounds like he has a Hispanic name. It's a good chance he was on his way to work somewheres, and somebody probably figured, because a lot of the Hispanics, a lot of times we know, do carry a lot of cash on them, especially if he is illegal, because he can't have a bank account. So I'm willing to bet he probably got robbed. I'm willing somebody killed that man and robbed him of his money. And he's probably going to work. So pay attention. You always got to pay attention to your surroundings. Maybe I'm too paranoid. I don't know. You always got to pay attention to your surroundings, because you never know what dirtbag. Look at this guy. We're going to this next one. See this guy? He's happy. He's happy. Why is he happy? I have no fucking clue why he's happy. Because he's in jail. Or he was in jail. But he was happy to take that picture. Even with that big ass goose egg up on his fucking head up there, he got somebody knocked the fuck out of him. Look at him. That big goose egg. But he's happy. Because he's stupid. There's a stupid man right there. But he's innocent until proven guilty also. This man got arrested for what? He got arrested for trying to punch a deputy and cussing him out. They're cussing out. I don't know why they put that in here, because I'm sure he got arrested for punching a deputy. This happened Saturday night. This man was at the Southern University football game Saturday night. He cursed out a deputy and punched him. Why would he do such a thing? Because he went up there and asked the deputy. This is Jordan Beal, 21 years old. Sure, he's a very smart kid, because he's making good decisions in his life. It's the cop's fault. Yep. Anyway, he's 21 years old. He approached the deputy outside of the A.W. Mumford Stadium around 7:15 p.m. And he said, "Mr. Deputy Man," and he says, "Yes, son." He said, "Would you please just let me in the gate to watch some of the football game from the fenced area?" And that deputy said, "Sir, you need to have a ticket to get in here. I'm not letting you in." Bill got mad, got agitated, and he told the deputy that, he said, "You fucking tripping and doing too much." Can you imagine somebody get mad because you're doing your job? It's amazing. Well, why would anybody do that? He Then Mr. Bill right here decided he left for a little while. But then, guess what? Came back again. Still didn't have a ticket. And he said, Mr. Deputy Man, you fucking tripping and working too much. Would you please let me in to see some of this football game? I just want to watch. I just want to watch from the fenced area. The deputy said, no, you need a ticket to get in. And Bill tried to get past him. Mr. Bill said, fuck you, deputy. I'm going in. And he clenched his fist up when the deputy told him to stop. And he turned her towards the deputy and threatened. He says, I'm going to kick your ass, deputy. The deputy said, sir, you need to leave this stadium. Mr. Bill decided to throw a punch at the deputy. And hit the deputy with this punch. The deputy looked at him when he got punched and slapped Mr. Bill across the face like the little bitch that he is. Said, "Oh, you gonna punch me, punk? Whap! I'm gonna bitch slap the fuck out of you." And that's what he did. And when he slapped Mr. Bill with the bitch slap across the face, he threw him on the ground and gave him some silver bracelets to wear. Sure, that's where that goose egg come from on his head, probably when he went on the ground after the bitch slap. They put him in the back of the police car, and Mr. Bill was mad as a motherfucker, because he got bitch slapped by the deputy and handcuffed. He said, I don't like these silver bracelets. I prefer platinum, rose gold. And he put silver on me. So what did he do? He was being uncooperative. And he started kicking the roof and the windows of them cars. And that wasn't very polite, Mr. Bill, to do that. They said Mr. Bill was injured when his head hit the concrete, when he got bitch slapped and thrown on the ground. He was brought to the hospital for some treatment, and during the x-ray they did realize that Mr. Bill did not have a brain. They called the wizard. He was all out of brains for Mr. Bill. You don't have a brain. Stupid. He now faces charges of resisting arrest with force or violence, battering on an officer, and simple assault. We asked Mr. Bill for a statement, and all we got was because he don't have a brain. We're gonna see if we can get in touch with the wizard, see if he's got any brains or just some common fucking sense for Mr. Bill here with us. I hope, I think it's kind of funny that he punched the deputy, and the deputy's like, "Oh no, Mr. Bill," and bitch slapped him. Bitch slapped him, threw him on the ground. He's happy about it. Look at him. He's happy. I'm glad he's happy. So, if we were doing a Hot Nut Award, Mr. Bill would be number one up there in the running for it. Well, we're going to move on from Mr. Bill. You don't remember that in DTAC class. The bitch slap, yeah, that's the new and improved version. It's the bitch slap version of it. So, but let's go on from Mr. Bill. Who do we got up next? Oh, I don't have a picture on this one. I tried to find one because I really wanted to see a picture of this motherfucker here. We had this man just got arrested recently. What did he get arrested for? Yeah, man, that's like you ain't even worth it just to punch you. I'm just gonna slap the shit out of you. This is up in, we're going up west of the state, almost at the state line, up to Shreveport, Louisiana. And they had a man get arrested up there. Yep, sad day. Damon Lewis, 33 years old. He was taken into custody by the Shreveport Police Department after they responded to a shots fired call just before 2 p.m. on Sunday morning. So all these people, these church folks, they going to church 2 a.m. in the morning. They don't take no shit. You need to be very careful. Lewis got arrested and charged with illegally possessing of a firearm, felon in possession of a firearm. He also had outstanding warrants from the Shreveport Police Department and Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office. What's bad about it is Mr. DeMond had just got released from prison not too long ago. What did he do? What did Mr. DeMond do? Because he was going to church 2 a.m. on a Sunday morning. I don't know why I clicked off that story or what happened to it. Mr. DeMond had been arrested. Story just disappeared. Guess they don't want me talking about it. Went on to some other story completely. There it is. He got arrested when he was 17 years old. Now he's 33 now. He did 15 years in prison. He had been charged with attempted first degree murder when he was 17 and convicted. And that's back when you're 17. They still charged you as an adult. He had one count of attempted armed robbery also. He also had 5 additional armed robbery charges and an aggravated burglary charge that stemmed from a crime spree over 3 days in May 31st to June 2nd of 2006. And now he is back in jail for trying to kill somebody again. So I guess, yes, he was rehabilitated. He was on his way to church. Stopped to buy 40 ounce malt liquor. And some guy accidentally bumped into him and didn't say, "Excuse me." You can't be disrespecting nobody like that. You're going to get shot up. People like this, they let them out. I was watching the thing today. They were clapping on this thing. Yay! And it was up north somewhere. And they said, and the exact quote was from this person says that they had just put in a new basketball court and stuff for their residents. It was a fucking jail. They called the prisoners residents, like these motherfuckers are renting a room out or something like that. That's the problem. Woke ass idiots. Oh, we just did this for our residents and this for the motherfuckers are in jail. They're not in there because, I don't know, they didn't wash their ass good enough and they left shit stains in their underwear. Nope, that's not what they did. These motherfuckers are in there for murder, rape, robbing, killing, stealing, all this shit like that. But we're going to put them in basketball court. Everybody's like, yay, for our residents. Motherfuckers, they're not residents. Residents can leave when they want to. These motherfuckers are prisoners. What's wrong with people? Anyway, this dude, heading back to the pokey because that's where he belongs. He is a criminal. So that's where criminals go. Right? Not according to the woke people. I say that if you want to be woke and do that shit, you're right. That's same shit's going on in New Orleans. Now, it's not even safe to drive down the fucking interstates around here anymore. Man shot on I-10 East Saturday night. It's around the New Orleans area. New Orleans police are investigating a highway shooting after a man was shot on Saturday night. According to reports, the man was shot multiple times at the intersection of I-10 East and exit 236B at around 10:17 p.m. The victim was transported to a local hospital. No other information is available at this time. You can't even drive off the fucking interstate and getting fucking shot. Motherfucker, I think that motherfucker looked at me. Just shoot him. Yeah, exactly. Liberty Freedom Whiskey said, I want to know how all these people get out, but the Tiger King is still in prison. Poor dude got cancer. He's probably going to die in prison. But no, they get out because he didn't actually probably kill anybody. But he's going to die in prison. But he's not rehabilitated yet. But yeah, dude driving down the interstate just fucking get shot up. Pay attention, people. Pay attention to your surroundings. Pay attention if a car is following you for too long. Pay attention. I'm just flying through them here. This next one I do have a picture. Another fine fella right here. Right here. This guy right here could be your neighbor. Would you be my neighbor? Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, this Louisiana man has been convicted by a jury of his peers. What did he get convicted of? He used the wrong cup at the Circle K. He put the icy in the styrofoam cup and didn't use the icy cup. No, that's not what he did. This piece of shit right here is going to prison for raping a teenage girl while the mother was restrained, and I think he was. You're correct. He's a pedo. He's a fucking piece of shit pedo right here. This happened in Lafourche Parish. He's from Cutoff, Louisiana. Cutoff man is facing a mandatory life sentence after the jury convicted him of raping a teenager while the mother was restrained. Morgan Ratley, that's him. Mr. Ratley's a piece of shit Ratley motherfucker right here. 55 years old. And the victim's mother formed a relationship online. Ladies, be careful who you messing with online, because you might end up with this, especially if you have children. I do background checks on motherfuckers and shit like that. And if they get pissed off about it, it's like, hey, I'm gonna run a background check. And if they get pissed off about it, that means they're trying to hide something. Fucking piece of shit. He eventually moved in their house. Don't move these men in your house. He should have his own fucking house. Women, don't date men. Look. I'm going off the rails here. Ladies, I don't know why y'all enjoy dating these dirtbag motherfuckers. Why? You got to do dope or something? I don't know. You know, if you meet a guy and he's in his mid-20s to 30 years old and he lives with his mommy and he don't have a car and has to borrow his mommy's car, and this man's 25 into his 30 or older, that's flag number one. If he don't have a job, flag number two. Or if he thinks being the buggy boy at fucking Walmart is his profession, that's a flag right there. That's two right there. Lives at home with his mama, don't have a car, don't have a real job, or don't have a job at all. 3 flags. Okay, run. This man ain't gonna do shit for you. Okay, he'll never do nothing for you. He will drain you dry. He's going to use you up. He's going to get you pregnant. He's going to leave you. He's going to get the Dollar General girls pregnant next. And you think you're going to get child support out of him? The motherfucker pushes buggies if he does that much. If you're that old and you still live at home with your mama in the same room, sleeping under your Buzz Lightyear fucking sheets, and you're a grown ass man, ladies, leave them alone. Don't fall for their sob story bullshit. Now, if he's just at home for a couple weeks or months saving up some money to get his own place, that's okay. But no, if this dude has been living at home forever, and if he don't have a car and he has no money, if y'all go out somewhere and you have to buy the food or pay for it, that's another flag. Stop doing it. There's plenty of men out there that have jobs that will treat you right. You should not have to pay for anything. You should not have to pick them up. They should not be borrowing your car or nothing like that. They should be taking care of you. Stop dating these fucking dirtbag dudes. Stop having babies with these dirtbag motherfuckers. Or you buy motherfuckers like this who will hurt your children. So when he moved in, he began sexually assaulting the teenager without the mother's knowledge. In 2019, he restrained the mother to a chair and raped the victim in another room. 2 days later, the mother and the victim escaped while he was sleeping. So he was holding poor people hostage, this piece of shit. They informed the sheriff's office of what happened, and he was taken into custody. They testified in court on him and how she had to try to fight him, but he threatened to kill her mother and her dog. The trial was 3 days long. The jury deliberated for 1 whole hour and a half before unanimously convicting this piece of shit of first-degree rape and sexual battery. And that's me. He's going to jail for the rest of his life. Hopefully he gets raped. Hope he's somebody's bitch in there with one of them big old spiked condom dicks or something shoved up in his asshole. Because he's a fucking piece of shit rapist. This guy right here. Piece of shit. Rapist. Let's see what we have here. Somebody says they want to move back in with their mama. It's cheaper. All the good men are already married. No, that's not necessarily. You just might have to look a little bit. What it is, the guy that's working and got the job doing, so he probably don't have a 6-pack and doing all that stuff like that because he's too busy working all the time. He can't do all that. Yeah, he does. Look at him eyes. Fucking pedophile. Something needs to happen to him. Don't say it on here, what you would like to do to him, because then you get banned or put in Facebook jail for talking bad about a pedophile because they have feelings. And what's this stupid shit you hear now? These motherfuckers, oh, don't call them pedophiles. We call them MAPs. No, ain't no minor attracted person. It's a fucking sick fucking child rapist pedophile motherfucker. MAPs. What kind of fucking bullshit is that? I'm gonna get myself all mad and shit. Next, we're coming back to Baton Rouge. They had a man they arrested after he was speeding around this weekend on an ATV. He was arrested. The Baton Rouge Police Department got him. He was speeding around on an ATV on the highways with his 1-year-old son on it. I'm sure none of them had helmets on it either. And he was allegedly promoting an off-road vehicle drag race events that would have blocked the Mississippi River Bridge Saturday. They said Jory Bryant, 26 years old, also working on his master's degree in ideology, was spotted driving an ATV near Florida Boulevard around 4:25 p.m. There's nowhere in Baton Rouge you should be driving an ATV anywhere. They noticed a small child and learned that it was his son because he was working on being Daddy of the Year. Because sitting on the front of it. Neither of them wearing helmets or any protective gear. When he saw the police unit approaching, he reportedly swerved off the road and sped through a field down neighboring roads until officer eventually pulled out in front of him on Main Street. Once stopped, Bryant's son was brought back to the house and released to a relative, according to the police. OCS should have been notified. I mean, even though they've been fucking shit up lately, they still should have been notified. They said they found an illegally concealed gun on him. Go fucking figure. Which he claimed, not my gun. Shit, these ain't even my pants. Fuck, whose dick is that? Where'd that dick come from? That wasn't my dick. No. Fuck, somebody took my dick and put this other dick on me. And I don't know whose pants these are. These ain't the pants I put on. And they put the pants on me with somebody else's dick in it. Yep. Sure. Yep. And the fucking gun. Oh, I have no clue where that came from. But his friend gave it to him. They also discovered Brian had been promoting an off-road vehicle drag race event on his Instagram profile. The event, dubbed Mid-City Madness, was scheduled to take place Saturday, and it would have entitled Blocking Off Traffic on the Mississippi River Bridge so they could perform stunts. Because we think we are stunt, though. Jesus. He was arrested and booked at East Baton Rouge Parish Jail on charges of drag racing on public roads, criminal negligence of a child, desertion, illegal carrying of a weapon, and reckless operation of a vehicle. His bond was set at a big what? Big whopping $5,500. This motherfucker can get out of jail $550. Fucking joke. Put his kid's life in danger. Really? Really? This motherfucker's already at home trying to figure out where his dick went and who got his pants. He wants his dick back in his pants. So, I mean, this is just what it is. Yeah, you're exactly right. That's going to teach him. Yep. Here, Pat, don't do it no more. That's all he's doing to him. That's all he's doing to him. No, wasn't his pants. I don't know. The four-wheeler, what the fuck? I was driving a Kia. How the fuck did I get on this four-wheeler? Shit. I don't even know how that happened. Somebody switched that shit out while I was driving it. Fucking ridiculous. This next one, it could be a long story. I'm not going to read all of it. If you want to see the whole entire videos of it and stuff like that, and this whole situation and some other stuff I said, you got to go join the Patreon for it. It's all right, Aaron. Sitting in line at the pharmacy. I hope you're not sick. Give me some diet pills while you're there. That's what I need, some good diet pills. I also had a cameo done for the box. I'm going to put that up on a Patreon too, because I sure didn't like put it on here because I might get popped for adult content or something. But that's going to, Fat Guy Medicine, I got some of that too. But, yeah, so if y'all want to see that, now I'll put the one I had made for Freebird up a while back too, because I can't put it out. It's got to be behind a paywall, but I'll put it up on there too. And they're pretty good cameos I had done. If y'all want to see them, but I'll end up putting them up there. Not trying to force nobody, I'm just saying they were good ones. Anyway, this is from the Advocate. There's some issues going on in Baton Rouge Police Department as normal. Recently, they had some. We'll talk about it at the end. They arrested some police officers and stuff, and they also have a former former Sergeant John Dotier, supposedly allegedly crafted a scheme and stuff like that. And the chief said they called the FBI and all this shit. If you want to hear more than what I would put out here on it and stuff, you'll have to go listen on over there, because there's stuff I'm not going to talk about out here for public's consumption. But you can go check that out. And the whole interview, Dautier's interview's on there. It's like 20-30 minutes long, and the whole interview from the police chief and all that stuff from the news is on there, along with another news article also. You can go check that out. This next one actually got a video. I can go get me a sip of drink. This next one comes out of Livonia. They had a fight at the high school where they ended up canceling the football game because of this shit that's going on at this high school. So let's check
the Livonia High School football opener has been canceled.
It is ongoing fallout from the fight that forced the school into lockdown yesterday and canceled classes today. News 2's Katie Easter is live in Livonia with what prompted the cancellation.
Well, the decision comes after two brutal fights that happened this week. The decision to call off tonight's game came 1 hour after the school originally said they would hold the game, but without fans. Class was not in session on Friday for Livonia high schoolers following two brutal fights this week. Sources say this video was taken Tuesday. It shows several students fighting in the parking lot. The decision to shut down school came after another fight in a classroom on Thursday. This video shows blood on the floor. A student was hospitalized, their condition unknown. While it was certain school wouldn't happen until Tuesday, Friday night's home football game was less certain. All day, school officials from St. Landry Parish and Point Capee discussed what to do about the season opener against Port Barre. Originally, Livonia High posted to Facebook that the game would happen but with no one in the stands. 1 hour later, that post was removed, the game called off entirely.
We want to definitely meet the needs of all our parents in each of the respective communities and hear their voices.
Nobody from Point Capee was available to discuss the cancellation, but St. Landry Parish School Superintendent Patrick Jenkins says safety comes first.
We always want to act in caution and do what's best for all communities and all students that may be involved in this process.
Jenkins says the game will not be made up due to the length of the season.
The only way that it could be rescheduled if it was like tomorrow, Saturday. And so at this particular time, with it being canceled, it will not be rescheduled.
The Point Capee Sheriff's Office is investigating the fights. They have not released any details on what sparked them. And at this time, it is unclear if any of the students are facing criminal charges. Now, there will be a special meeting on Wednesday at the school system to discuss these fights. Live in Livonia, Katie Easter, WBRZ News 2.
Okay. No, that's why I said, damn, that son, that's a nice school. I hope you're being sarcastic. No, it's kind of a piece of shit school. It's a poor school district. Aaron says, how come none of these kids know how to throw anything besides haymakers? These kids don't know how to fucking fight nowadays. They throwing roundhouses like from another area code. You can see them coming from 200 miles away. They don't know how to fight no more. That's why they shoot each other so much. Me personally on this, if the kids don't know how to fucking act, sports should be that's something for kids that know how to act right. So, to me, just cancel the whole fucking sports program, period, until they know how to act right. Who cares if they make it up? That's their problem. I mean, just cancel all of it if they don't know how to act. Stop giving them perks. To me, sports is a perk. They obviously are not earning that. Next, we have this man right here. We're getting close to the end. I just want to throw a short one out here. This man right here. Do we know who he is? Y'all know who he is. That is Marcus May. He's played for quite a few different professional football teams. I think the Saints have picked him up now. But he did get arrested. Which day did he get arrested on? Around September 1st time. Mr. In Metairie. The Saints safety Marcus May was booked. This was Thursday. Booked Thursday into the Jefferson Parish Jail after he allegedly pointed a gun at a car filled with girls during a road raid incident. A warrant was issued for May, 29 years old, after the incident that happened on August the 29th. He was identified as the driver of a black SUV that was involved in an incident in which he is accused of pointing a firearm at another vehicle that was occupied by several juvenile females, because they're real scary, I'm sure. He was booked on one count of aggravated assault with a firearm and released after posting a $30,000 bond. The Saints acquired May during the 2020. They just acquired him this year. They're scheduled to start the regular season against the Falcons on September 11th in Atlanta. Man got fucking millions of dollars and still acting like a fucking fool out there. Why? Somebody cut you off? Some little teenage girl cut you off? What'd you do, wink at her and she laughed at you? The fuck, dude? Stupid motherfuckers like this. He really did that shit, he should be kicked out of the NFL. He'll burn through all them fucking millions like that fast. I guarantee you that. If he did that, fuck that dude. I don't give a fuck about sports anyway. I sure in the hell don't watch no professional sports. He's one of them that was fucking kneeling down when all that shit was going on. So he can go fuck himself. Yeah, right now they were throwing it. Yeah, exactly, Carolyn. He got his little feelings hurt and he decided to pull a gun out. Come on. I get aggravated with people all the time. I got a gun on my side. Ain't like I just fucking pull it out. Aaron says get steroids shriveled up his cojones. He's got to compensate. Nope. But if he did this shit and gets convicted, throw him out the NFL. The NFL's supposed to have all these high standards. We this and we that. Whatever. more people stop watching it, fuckers would change their ways with all that woke bullshit. Next, we got a video up here. This comes out of Ascension Parish. We had a deputy fired out there. I don't know what some people are thinking. Just fucking, they do stupid shit. I mean, people throwing their careers away over just nothing because they're stupid. Let's see if we got the guy's name was Matthew Hall. He got fired this past Friday. Try to see how long he had been working there. I'm not seeing that time on here. We're going to watch the video. Anyway, he got fired because they had a fight at the parish prison, Ascension Parish Prison. And, of course, they have cameras all over these fucking jails and shit now. And I guess he decided to take himself a little video of it and share it with his friends. The problem was, one of his friends decided to share this shit on social media. Guess what happened? Fucking shit went all over the place. Guess he lost his job because of it. If you're going to do first of all, you shouldn't do it. I guarantee you it goes on all over the United States and all these jails. Hey, buddy, look at this, look at this. Especially cops share shit with each other all the time. But you know not to post it to social media. Problem is, this guy, he probably told me, oh, look at this, don't be sharing. And fucker shared it like on Instagram or something. And now he is unemployed. Let's get into this video.
Livonia High School football opener has been canceled.
It is ongoing fallout.
Right here.
Parish are investigating a breach in security after a video from inside the jail was posted to social media.
That video shows inmates fighting and a guard caught in the middle of it all. Katie Easter spoke with the sheriff, Bobby Weber, about the social media surprise.
Spoke with him.
Sheriff Weber confirms the video posted on Instagram was taken from the security system inside the jail, but he says he has more questions than answers right now. This video posted on Instagram on Monday shows inmates fighting as a lone guard tries to shut a cell door.
We feel that
I just can't imagine that inmates would be. That's Duke the dog. He's getting antsy. I just can't see inmates getting upset with each other and fighting like that. I mean, it's hard for me to believe.
Video was taken on by an employee's cell phone.
Yep.
And sent to friends.
Yep.
And one of his friends released it maybe to a social media platform.
Yep.
And then after that happens, it can go just about anywhere.
Everywhere.
Ascension Parish Sheriff Bobby Weber confirms the footage is from inside of his jail.
Yep.
Correctional officer opening one door as an inmate was passing by in the hallway. And when you have two enemy elements trying to get to each other, you have to be very...
I want to know where this correctional officer's backup was, because here's 1, 2, 3. There's some more over here. He's way outnumbered.
Very cautious and very, very careful about what you're doing.
He's
and
right
unfortunately, we opened that one door.
Way
when,
outnumbered.
Another inmate was passing by who happened to have an enemy in that dormitory.
It's not clear when the video was recorded, but it's left officials with more questions than answers. He says it's a violation of protocols and policies and not...
I mean, look, this dude got himself in all kind of bad situation.
Something being taken lightly.
There's some question about whether an inmate released it or whether somebody had an inmate's password for his platform account. I don't know that yet, so those things still have to be answered.
If it was an employee, Weber says they will face consequences. He says criminal charges would not be on the table, but someone could be fired depending on what the investigation finds.
It was certainly a security breach. It's something that you don't want to see happen.
Weber says no one seen in the video was injured. Katie Easter, WBRZ.
So, anyway, he got fired because, like I said, shit goes on all over the United States. Guy must not have been very much of a good friend. I wonder if he's helping him pay his bills now that he's unemployed and looking for a new job. Since he got fired. Ascension Parish pays quite well, too. So, check who your friends are. This next one here, I got another one. The wife sent me. That was a breaking story that happened right when I was taking off. If you want to hear me talk more about this on the other one, you'll have to go to Patreon. Anyway, they have 2 Baton Rouge police officers that have been arrested. One has been arrested. I'll give you the brief summary. 2 of them arrested this past Thursday, just hours before that news conference I mentioned. One of them is accused of trading sensitive information to a drug dealer. Whoops, I don't know what happened there. Hit the button. The officer, he's been arrested. He had already, he resigned his position. He quit. He'd been on leave, but he quit. He's no longer a cop. The other guy that has been arrested is got arrested. He's accused of while he was working in extra duty detail. He allegedly handcuffed a woman who was caught trespassing in an apartment. He then supposedly put her in a police car. His police car, drove her to another location where his personal car was, put her in that vehicle while she was handcuffed, and then drove her to a couple different locations in his personal car. Ultimately stopped at another apartment that was in his name, and took the handcuffs off of her, went into the vacant apartment and masturbated in front of her, and then let her go. Said she was groped and harassed by this officer. They said they got surveillance videos from video, body camera footage, and GPS data. So he's been arrested, put on administrative leave. Most likely going to be fired if this is true. That guy was booked on kidnapping, sexual battery, obscenity, and malfeasance in office. The other guy was booked for malfeasance and obstruction of justice. They also had another Baton Rouge cop that was let go and arrested recently. They said this guy was arrested in Denham Springs, not inside the city where he worked, but he was caught in a Walmart shoplifting. He was caught switching tags, putting price tags, lower price tag stickers on higher dollar items, and then taking them to the self-checkout counter. This guy had been with the department for 11 years, and he got himself fired and arrested over some stupid shit. If all this, the other stuff with the other guys are true, I hate doing it, but you call them out. Stupid. I mean, I was told a long time ago, I've mentioned it before, by chief operations. I mean, he didn't like me, and I wasn't too fond of him, but he did speak the truth sometimes. It is the truth. I was a little young, 24 years old when I started doing this shit. And he looked at me, he looked at everybody, and he was like, boy, you like to wave that finger too. Boy, he's a big fat guy. Boy, let me tell you what. He said, that badge get you all kind of pussy. But that pussy also gonna get your badge. And it's the truth. I mean, guys, through almost 30 years doing this now, I've seen law lose their careers, lose their freedom, or being a sex offender, all this over some ass, a woman. Come on, man. It's like Joe Biden. Come on, man. Y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. And unfortunately, I mean, if y'all haven't been listening or just jumped to where I have talked about a lot of law enforcement people just in this episode that have been arrested, fired just for doing stupid shit. And in today's climate and times, you'd think people we try to do better. We got a spotlight shining on top of our heads as law enforcement as it is, and just to do stupid shit like that is just, come on. And every time, I mean, these incidents I talked about, I mean, you're still looking at thousands of cops just, in this area over here, and it's just 4 incidents makes us all look like, that's the only thing people see. It's the only thing people see. So, that's all I'm going to say on that. You want to hear more about that whole situation? Go out to sign up. I'm not going to say it on there. Bam sent me this right when I went live. This is from Unfiltered with Karen. It says a West Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office employee got arrested and terminated for allegedly stealing money. West Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office employee is no longer employed at the agency after she was arrested for felony theft, forgery, and malfeasance in offices. Amy Riviera, 36 years old, of Port Allen, was arrested after warrants were issued in late August. Riviera is accused of writing checks to herself from the West Baton Rouge Parish Work Release Center inmate account. She is accused of allegedly stamping the signature section of the check with the office stamp without the sheriff's office's approval. In total, she is accused of taking $4,996.16, with her arresting documents saying this was done to permanently deprive the sheriff's office of said money. She had been with the sheriff's office for 6 years and worked in accounting over the sheriff's office work release center. She was not authorized by anyone to take the money according to the documents. She has since been terminated and arrested. So, for some unknown reason, this woman maybe she had a gambling problem. It's no excuse. It's just it's no excuse for shit like that. But it is a work release inmates. They work. They're still considered in jail. They find them jobs, trying to rehabilitate them. Where band works, they have some. But they work and they get paid. They usually don't get paid usually with everybody else. The money they do make goes into an account because they have to, and all that stuff. And this woman basically was stealing from the damn criminals. I mean, come on, how shitty is that? These guys are at least trying to get their shit together out there working every day for fucking peanuts most of the time and shit. And then she's taking her fucking. I wonder if they'll let her in the work release. I mean, 10-year career, however, almost 10-year career down a drain, over $5,000. It's like I always say. Also, I tell younger rookie cops this and stuff. When you get in this profession, especially when you first start, it is not a very high-paying profession at all. You stay in it long enough, you can start making some decent money. I have no complaints. We all want to make more money. Yeah, everybody. You can make $100,000 a week, and you'd want more. You'd think you needed more money because then you're going to have just bigger bills. The more money you make, the bigger bills you have. But I tell you, them youngsters coming in, they're not going to make a whole lot of money. Do not. In law enforcement, especially depends on which department, some of these bigger departments, you can make more money working off-duty details than you can on your regular shift. Okay? Do not listen to me if you're in law enforcement or thinking about getting in law enforcement or you're young in it. Do not, and I can't stress it enough, base your bills or get yourself bills that you have to work details to be able to pay your bills every month. Keep your bills down to where you can pay them with your regular paycheck with nothing extra. Zero extra on it. Because if you make bills contingent on you working some kind of extra duty detail, you can end up fucking yourself. Because all it's going to take is one bad car accident, one bad call where you get hurt on that call or something like that where you can't work a detail. You could be out for months. You could get hurt, be out of a job for months. Can't work detail. The bill's still going to come around. Do not count your detail money to pay bills. Do not ever do it because it's tempting, I'm going to tell you. I've seen people get themselves in binds for it. We've had people got hurt and we've actually, went and worked their details for them, us, and gave them the money for working the detail for them. Because if not, they were going to get in a bind. Not all departments, you're not all going to find work partners that's going to do that, especially in today's time. I'm sure there's guys out there that still do it, but you ain't going to find a whole lot of them. That's going to take, 12 hours out of their day off, go work for 12 hours or longer, and then turn around and just hand you the money for it just because you're their friend or you work in the same division or something like that. There's some that'll still do it, but don't count on it. Do not schedule your bills around any detail pay. Make sure your bills can be paid with no overtime, a straight check. That's all I got to say. It's been fun. We're going to be back tomorrow night. I don't know how many of us going to be here. I know Holster will be here. I'm not sure I think the box may have to work. I'm not sure. And I'm not sure about Freebird yet. We will find out about that. But worst case, it'll just be me and Holster. We're still going to have fun. Talk about some more shit. Like I said, go like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Write some reviews. Go check out the merch at the Etsy store, Motorcar Chronicles Etsy store. I got everything priced bare minimum that I can do it. Like not making like no profit, barely any on it. Just enough to pay the bills on that. And like I said, if you want to, go join up on the Patreon. I'm going to be putting out some more stuff on there also. More episodes and other stuff that I'm not going to stay out here. Because I can speak more freely on there than I can out here because it's behind a paywall. So I told Stara, stop talking about yourself. He says he is super handsome and that he makes a show. If it makes you feel better. I don't know about the handsome part. But go do that. If you don't, like I said, you're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm still going to keep pumping out stuff out here that's totally free. Because I enjoy doing it. Come back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Hopefully we'll be on time. We've been doing pretty good. Knock on some wood. Come back and we'll have a good time. Other than that, stay safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back. Always tell the truth. Remember to smile, because Iceman can always be behind you. Thanks for watching. And remember to smile, because Iceman could always be behind you. We're out.